I'm Wayne Pratt from Mount Wanganui. I've been surfing since I was 14. I'm intrigued with shaping. I love design, that's who I am. I just love to ride different boards, and the story you're about to hear is something that changed my life, and it was just over a really old surfboard that I met. It all started one day when I was doing some history research on the year 1969. It was about how surfboard shapes had changed. Boards overnight went from 16 feet down to 9 feet, and a guy called Bob McTavish cut down his board at a party one night, reglassed it, went to Hawaii, went out into a comp. The world stood up and took notice. That really intrigued me because it changed history. This board, this is one I really wanted to ride. It's something I'd never ridden, and I've ridden just about every other board. So I ring my mate Dusty at Mount Surf Shop. I turn up at the old surf museum that he had. I open the door and I'm just blown away. There's long boards, short boards, colourful boards. I was just lost. I was just like in a chocolate factory. I just waded through the boards one after the other, and I'm thinking, man, I wish these boards could talk. I wish they could tell a story. It was just an amazing experience, and next thing I see this board, it catches my attention, and I'm looking at it, and the glass is peeling off. There's paint splattered on it, and I pull it out, and I go, what's this piece of crap doing here with all these good boards? Like, what's this about? And I push it back in. I don't give it any more attention. When I walked out of that museum, I just stopped. I just said, God, what's going on? Why am I bugged about that broken board? And I just heard his voice so clear, and he said to me, that board that you rejected is the one you're looking for. And I went, oh my goodness.
No more going to the dark side with your flying saucer eyes.
So I ring Dusty the next day. I make plans to go back to the old surf museum. I pull the board out and I check it out, and it's the board I'm looking for. And I pull it out into the light, and the glass is hanging off, and I'm going, man, someone's used this as an artist easel in a garage. There's paint all over it. There's the guts is ripped out of it, but the foam looks solid. I turn to Dusty and I say, bro, why would you take this board as a trade-in? Why would you even pay somebody some money for this? Why would you put it in here with all these great boards? And I'll never forget the moment. And he says to me, bro, everything's worth something. And he said, you can take the glass off it, you can reglass it, that's what you do. $20 later, it's mine. I'm going home, and I got my hand on the board while I'm driving, and I'm going, there's something in this, there's something in that moment. God, what is it you want to say to me about this board? And he said, when you were 18, you were like this board, and you were washed up, you were broken, you had the crap of life all over you, you'd lost your direction, your fin was out, you didn't know where you were going. I took you away like this board, and I began to dream about you and think about recoloring you and how I would design a fin for new direction. And I had a plan for you for a rebuild. Everything you felt about that board, I felt towards you when you were 18. The answer is Jesus. He is the master craftsman. He is the designer. He is the master shaper. Everybody has an opportunity before God to be restored, to be rebuilt. No one is useless. No one is unfixable. He has a plan and a purpose for our lives, and He never rejects anybody. You haven't come into the world for no reason. You have been decided. You're unique. like every board that I have, that I've collected, I love something different about each one. He is that loving father that values his collection, values his children, so to speak.